What if I told you that most of the chaos in your life doesn't come from outside forces, but from the way you react to them? Overdoing things, overreacting to small annoyances, overindulging in pleasures that feel good for a moment but leave you drained later. Overthinking every little decision until it paralyzes you. That's where temperance comes in. Temperance isn't about being boring or denying yourself. It's not about living a joyless life or pretending pleasure is evil. Temperance is about balance. It's about self-control. It's about learning when to stop, when to push forward, and when to simply breathe. It's the art of pacing yourself in life, of finding that sweet spot between excess and deprivation. Temperance is the fourth cardinal virtue of Stoicism. It's quiet, steady, and often overlooked compared to virtues like courage or justice. But don't be fooled. It's just as powerful. Think about your own daily habits. How many times have you stayed up scrolling your phone until your eyes hurt and your brain feels fried? How many times have you spent money impulsively and regretted it the next day? How often have you overeaten or spoken harshly in a moment of anger, or let your attention scatter chasing distractions? Temperance teaches you to step back, to pause, to act with intention rather than letting every impulse guide your actions. It's about finding the middle path, the calm center where clarity, focus, and peace reside. It's not about avoiding life. On the contrary, temperance is what allows you to experience life fully, without letting your impulses control you. Imagine drinking water. You drink enough to satisfy your thirst and nourish your body, but not so much that it makes you sick. That's temperance in action. Apply that same principle to every part of your life: food, drink, work, play, even your emotions. Moderation doesn't mean restriction. It means freedom. It means enjoying pleasures fully without becoming enslaved by them. It means making space for calm, reflection, and deliberate action. Here's the most important part. Temperance creates freedom. Freedom from cravings. Freedom from overreactions. Freedom from regret. When you practice self-control, stop being a prisoner of your impulses. You start noticing patterns in your behavior. When you get triggered, when you overcommit, when you overindulge, and you gain the power to choose differently. Every intentional pause, every moment where you resist the urge to go too far, makes your life lighter, steadier, and more grounded. It's like trimming away the excess so that what remains is clear, strong, and manageable. Temperance also strengthens the other virtues. Courage without temperance can become recklessness. Justice without temperance can become harshness or rigidity. Wisdom without temperance can turn into obsessive overthinking. It's the stabilizer that allows all the other virtues to work together, harmoniously. And the best part? Practicing it doesn't have to be dramatic. It can start small, pausing before you react in anger, limiting distractions, choosing satisfaction over excess. These small moments, repeated daily, are what make temperance transformative. Temperance also protects the other virtues. Think about it. Courage without temperance can quickly turn into recklessness. You might act boldly, but without balance, boldness becomes dangerous and uncontrolled. Justice without temperance can become harsh, rigid, or judgmental. You might demand fairness from others, but without moderation, you lose empathy and understanding. Wisdom without temperance can turn into overthinking or analysis paralysis. You might know what's right in theory, but without the ability to act in moderation, knowledge becomes a source of stress rather than clarity. Temperance is the quiet stabilizer that allows all the other virtues to work together smoothly. It's the underlying force that keeps your choices aligned, your actions measured, and your life steady. Without it, even the strongest virtues can become unbalanced and counterproductive. Now, let's bring this closer to your everyday life. Think about it. Where could a little more balance make a huge difference? Maybe it's your phone usage, scrolling endlessly when you meant to rest. Maybe it's your eating habits, impulsively grabbing snacks or overeating at dinner. Maybe it's your spending, buying things you don't need, or your work, overcommitting until you burn out. Or maybe it's your emotional reactions, letting anger, frustration, or anxiety push you around instead of responding with calm. Temperance gives you the pause you need, the space to notice your impulses, and the ability to choose differently. It's about stopping before you react, thinking before you act, and finding the middle ground between extremes. What's one area where you can practice moderation today? Just one small step can make a huge difference. Maybe it's setting a timer before you check social media. Maybe it's having one less serving at lunch or pausing to breathe before responding in a heated conversation. Small actions repeated consistently lead to big changes. They train your mind and body to embrace balance naturally. Over time, these deliberate choices compound, making it easier to navigate challenges, maintain calm, and act with intention in every area of your life. Remember, temperance isn't about being perfect. It's not about avoiding pleasure or denying yourself. It's about self-control, moderation, and balance. It's about living fully without letting impulses run the show. Start small, practice every day, and you'll notice how much steadier, freer, and more centered you feel. And here's a little challenge for you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share one way you're practicing temperance today. Let's create a conversation about balance, self-control, and living intentionally. And if you haven't already, check out our videos on the first 3 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, and justice. Seeing how they connect will give you a complete picture of Stoic living and how each virtue supports the others, with temperance tying them all together. If this resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more Stoic lessons. Share your experiences below, and let's talk about how temperance is shaping your life and how it can help you live with more clarity, peace, and balance.